Hello, my name is Resin Lasig, and I would like to do my technology application brief on the Dodd-Frank Act. Uh, the 2008 financial crisis was one of the most financially crippling events since the Great Depression of the 1930s. Many had suffered, and to prevent this from happening again, action had to be taken, and this is where the Dodd-Frank Act was implemented. Uh, it's also known as the Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act, and it's the United States federal law that places regulations on the financial industries in the hands of the government. The regulations before this act was very laissez-faire because of many Americans taking out outstanding loans and not having a way to pay it back. Basically, this had to get regulated. Uh, my topic is to explore how the SEC prioritizes and uses data and technology to become more effective regulators under the Dodd-Frank Act. The preventive action, the essential changes were made to attempt not to duplicate another money meltdown. The Dodd-Frank Act increased the amount of capital institutions that it must hold within its reserves. This would probably this will provide the banks with more protection to absorb loan losses and increase in case of a future crisis. Banks would also have to keep a large piece of their assets in places and situations that can be liquidated easily in an event of a crisis and in an event that they're strapped for cash. Unlike regional and community banks, the mega banks, such as Chase, faced tightened regulatory requirements. With the new Dodd-Frank Act, all banks that had more than $50 billion or more within the balance sheet is to submit annual stress tests administered by the Federal Reserve in which they will determine if they would survive a crisis like the one in 2008. And there are technologies that come hand in hand with the Dodd-Frank Act. To better monitor and ensure best practice, the SEC has developed a data collection technology called Market Information Data Analytics System, or otherwise known as MIDAS. Uh, this is SEC's answer that combines advanced technologies and also combines data to promote a better understanding of the market on a daily basis. Midas collects nearly 1 billion records and Midas collects nearly 1 billion records from the proprietary feed of each of the 13 national equity exchanges, timestamped to the microsecond. So it's a lot of data collection. Everything that's going on Wall Street, every transaction that the banks are making with each other is being basically is basically being recorded. Everything that goes through it has a data number that is attached to it. So you could basically go back and trace whatever you do need to trace. And specifically, Midas collects posted orders and quotes on national exchanges, modifications, cancelizations of those orders, off-exchange trade executions. In addition to data on listed stocks and exchange trade products, Midas also collects and possesses data on equity options and future contracts. With these new innovative solutions, we will have a better understanding of what is going on in the market, and we can trace activity to better regulate institutions and people to ensure we are not letting history repeat itself. The Dodd-Frank Act has been placed to secure our financial future and take the power out of the hands of a few corporations, banks that their main priority is turning profits. Americans are directly affected by what happened on Wall Street and will continue to be affected by what happens on Wall Street and also with the bailouts of banks, because this is money that could have been utilized for something else, such as housing issues, healthcare issues, but instead that money was utilized to basically bail out these already wealthy financial institutions. So this act is definitely needed in today's society so we can regulate what goes on with our tax dollars and what the government is doing to prevent something like this from happening again.